We're Sharper Type of NTN and Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing, back in this thing, like a crack in this thing. Here at TNN, Trap News Network. The homie goes, oh, I thought you was going. I probably won't be going to brunch with her and her homegirls. I probably won't. I probably won't. I was telling the chat that you want to go out with your... Is that a hot comb brush? Is that like a flat iron brush? It's a regular brush? Oh, it's a blow. So it's a blow dryer brush. All right, chat. It's a blow dryer brush. A blow dryer brush she was using. Yeah, fellas, that's pretty high tech. We didn't know that type of stuff existed. We didn't know. My whole chat is like, nigga, a hot comb brush is high tech. It's a blow dryer brush. Fellas, I didn't know that existed. TikTok shop. It's on your TikTok shop? Oh, well, yeah, it's on. Oh, well, then there we go. There we go. You feel me? A hot comb brush is the real thing. Fellas, look. We don't know. We just got... Fellas, we are charting into... we are venturing into uncharted territories. I just know that she had a brush with a cord on it. And I was like, what the hell is that? All right, man. Let's jump into this content, man. Shout out to my man, Scandalous Los Angeles. Let's go.
The exposers. CS2 Back's online federal assault on Big U has completely destroyed whatever credibility he may have once had. But today, one of the many lies that were told and amplified at the No Jumper podcast is finally being laid to rest. Porky is letting the world know the Big U sending loose cannon, a cease and desist order, was all a lie. This video is going to show you just how far these sorry bastards will go to tear down someone's character.
Yeah, because Gigi actually sent a cease and desist, and they tried to make it seem like Big U had sent both of them, when in fact he only sent one.
I still don't know what happened. I'm still confused about what they were sitting right here.
Right.
Because the shit Brick would say to him, and the shit he would say to him, and the shit he would tell me about what he was... That was very confusing. It was like...
So Luce was telling you stuff off camera, and then once you saw them face to face, you didn't have the same energy.
It was, but you know, me knowing what I know now, I see the play. Right? The infiltration game was going on.
What do you mean?
Let me get cool with Brick. Getting Flacco's here make Flacco think some other shit's going on with Wack.
Because he had told Flacco that you wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Right.
You know, I'm coming to you. I'm like, bro, what's up with Flacco?
Yeah.
You looking
I didn't
at
know
me?
either until after it was all exposed. Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm like, wait, when he said, yo, Wack, man, Luke, I said, he told you what? So I'm like, why would Luke tell? Like, and I sat back and like, okay, let me get cool with Brick. Because the shit he would say and about that, and probably vice versa. And then it was like he was in the building trying to make everything work in his favor. What backfired on him, let me tell you what backfired on him, is when he found out that Wack is a wolf.
You're a wolf or a sheep? What kind of wolf?
When he found out I was a wolf, you know what happens? If you got a wolf and some sheep.
To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You understand?
If that one sheep crosses the road, you know what the rest of the sheep gonna do?
Follow his ass.
You know what that wolf gonna do? He gonna sit there and he gonna maintain his position. He found out I was a wolf out here. When they start doing what they...
I'm sorry, I don't want to listen to 2 more minutes of his animal tales. Let's just fast forward this.
Again. Now
I'm gonna help him.
If they gave Porky $1 for every lie that he's told sitting in front of his master Aryan Adam, he'd be rich again. Now he's sitting in front of Adam, acting like him helping Luce was just a genuine move that he did out of the kindness of his heart. Porky said that to Adam today, but he said something completely different yesterday on Clubhouse.
Law 15, crush your enemy, totally. Law 37.
Notice that Porky read Law 15 and completely went away from Law 16.
Law 15, crush your enemy totally. Law 37, he fell for the spectacles. In form of a clubhouse stage in the podcast market.
Somebody wrote that for him. Babe. Wack got a hard time reading out loud. Listen to this and tell me that it don't sound like somebody wrote this shit for him.
Law 15, crush your enemy totally. Law 37.
Notice that Porky read Law 15 and completely went away from Law 16.
Law 15, crush your enemy totally. Law 37, he fell for the spectacles. In form of a clubhouse stage in the podcast microphone. Did he forget?
He fell for the spectacles. Somebody wrote that for that nigga. You ain't thinking that out your own mind, bro. That was not an original thought. Somebody wrote that for that nigga. He was reading a piece of paper. You fell for the spectacles, nigga. I hate when it's his turn to read. Why you pick him? Damn. He the kid when it's his turn. That's all you hear from all the other kids. He wanted to say testicles. That nigga wanted to say testicles. Oh man, it sounded like testicles. He wanted to say it. That's the kid that when it's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I had a lisp and a speech impediment and a stutter. I wasn't the best out loud reader. You feel me? So what I used to do was I would count. Okay, we all got a paragraph. Nigga, you know I'm studying my paragraph before it's my turn. You know I'm studying my paragraph before because I understood that I had a hard time reading out loud, bro. I couldn't speak well. I couldn't. So I had a lisp. I still got the list. And sometimes I stutter, and sometimes I got the speech impediment, and I be mumbling. Speech is hard for me. I took speech classes from fucking kindergarten to 8th grade. I'm lying, to 7th grade, because 8th grade is when I started thugging. And then I said, fuck speech classes. But, nigga, if you don't pre-read that card before you go on motherfucking YouTube or Clubhouse, like, goddamn. On behalf of the kids that had to pre-read their paragraph before it was their turn, goddamn. That's all I'm saying.
What he said about me back in 2021, 2022, because I sure didn't.
So it's like,
oh God, John Doe, studying that paragraph. Speech classes when they teach you how to speak. I had a lisp, a stutter, and a speech impediment. I used to stutter terribly. Speech impediment, terribly. I still mumble sometimes. I still, like, it come out sometimes if I get frustrated. And, like, if I get too irritated, it's like my brain moves too fast. My mouth can't keep up. So I had to take speech classes, and I had to learn how to slow my thoughts down and catch up with my mouth for blah, blah, blah. Pause, no, booka, 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 weirdo. And that's it. So, like, I used to have to do the drills. She sells seashells by the seashore. How much chuck could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So she bought some better butter, better than the bitter butter, and it made her bitter batter better. I used to have to do that type of shit. My youngest, too, just graduated speech class last week. Hey, good for them. You feel me? Good for them. It was another one. I think but the Betty Botter one was the best. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So she bought some better butter, better than the bitter butter, and it made her bitter batter better. Speech classes, bro. Because I used to be like, seashells. You feel me? My shit was terrible. It's bad, but it ain't as bad as it was. Now I can say, because when you use your S's, my tongue come out. So I used to have to learn how to push my tongue down in my mouth to say, like, Superman. Instead of Superman. You feel me? So, but my girl, like when I say pussy, so, you know, she into all that. That's what we into, though. It's not for y'all. Don't be weird. If you make a weird comment, you make me uncomfortable, I'm going to block you. Because what y'all don't see, she's right here on FaceTime. My kid put a tail sticker on the back. She's on FaceTime, so I can see her. We're having a conversation. If you make this weird, I'm done. Peter Piper picked a pecker. Wait, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? You just have to say it fast. That was a part of speech class. You feel me? Yeah, freaky cuz from the set for sure. My girl into all that. That's what we into. Freaky cuz from the set. Which one? All of them. Yep. For sure.
Wack, it's like you do all this internet thugging
The homie says some of these niggas stayed in speech class too long because now they can't stop talking to authorities. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's funny. That nigga says some of these niggas stayed in speech classes too long because they cannot stop talking to authorities.
And acting like you just so turned up, putting it on Paru this, Paru that. Nobody's seen you do nothing.
Hashtag bozo. Hashtag trainers over baby daddies. The virtue of patience will always conquer.
But then here go the thing, too. Who gives a damn that Sharice Mills was slobbing a knob before she met Loose Cannon? If she wasn't a virgin, mine was a virgin. That's the story I'm going to tell myself. I don't give a damn. And she going to go with it. And she going to lie to me and I'm going to lie to myself and we're going to lie to each other. Easy call. Just like I tell her, them 4 babies I got came from Amazon. They miracles like Jesus. So let us live in our world that we live in. You feel me? With that all being said, who gives a damn that Sharice Mills was smacking a trainer before? Because if Loose, let's keep it all the way 100. If she didn't have a baby with that idiot, we'd all hit. Well, not me because I'm in a relationship. But back in the day, maybe like 4 months ago, yeah. So who cares that she was slobbing a knob? Who cares? The only reason we look down on her is because she's with Loose Cannon. That's what we judge her on the most. That is what we judge her on the most. Being currently with that idiot.
The eagerness of an imbecile. I'll let them rock out with that. How you get mad at me for throwing rocks in my house and you mad because I got 3 layers of glass on my windows and just because the first layer...
And then here go the thing too. You want to talk about Sharice Mills knocking down the trainer?
Who's knocking down R&B? Who inside of R&B? R&B, what you got going on? Why you sending nudes to Loose Cannon? R&B? What's up with that? Huh? Let's talk about it. So yeah, Sharice Mills might have in her past, might have been knocking down the trainer, but R&B, she in her present
trying to get knocked down by Loose Cannon. So, and then look, R&B chose Wack and Loose Cannon. She has terrible decision making. Terrible decision making. Her judgment skills are trash. Y'all know she got Wack's whole picture like tattooed on her back? All I'm going to say is this. If you living in LA and you in a 1-bedroom apartment with your kids, that's understandable. Living in a 1-bedroom apartment in Vegas is a different type of poverty. Because what you going to pay for that 1-bedroom? What's up, Poppy? Love you. It's time to go to bed? Okay. You can have that tomorrow. Okay. You can go put it in your backpack. You can take it to school. Eat at your mama's house. You want to say bye to the chat?
I'm not going to eat it.
I love you, baby.
I'm going to eat it after we leave.
Okay. Play a partner on the playground?
Play a part on the playground.
Lunchbox full of game?
Lunchbox for the game.
Lunchbox full of game? That's right. Let me see that again.
Lunchbox for a game.
And 2 times for a what?
2 times for P.
2 times for a P? That's right. Give me 2 of them things.
2 times for P.
Poppy collar.
Pop collar.
Poppy collar. Bow.
Love you.
Love you. Hey, you want to do your syllables? Trap News Network. How many syllables?
Trap no nerd.
How many?
4.
4. Good job.
How about we do 3?
Okay. How about?
That's 0.
How about Rich Trapper News?
Rich Trapper News 3.
Good job.
That's 1.
That's 1. Now, how about Trap News?
Trap News. Trap News.
How many is that?
2.
Okay. How about Trap?
Trap 2 1.
Good job. Good night. Good job. I'm proud of them syllables, bro. He hit me with that earlier today. I said, nigga, you know your syllables? He goes, yeah. He's like, bo, 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 bo. I said, ooh. Look at the homie. Bro, know his syllables. Proud of that nigga, man. I was proud. I said, nigga, you know your syllables? I was like, how you learn that? He said, my brothers taught me. I said, look at y'all. Teaching y'all brother syllables, man. I was proud of that moment. My little nigga came in knocking down syllables. You feel me? Come on now. I said I'm one of them ones. She like I'm already knowing. You feel me? Come on now. Niggas be bragging about the wrong things. Your kid don't know syllables. My 5-year-old know his syllables. Pow, 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 pow. Nigga, stop playing with that nigga. 2 times 4P. Nigga, stop playing with that nigga. That's right.
Presumed to be cracked and shattered. You had no idea it was 2 more layers behind
It's all right. Players fuck up.
that. It was never cracked.
He was so on fire, I couldn't kill his momentum.
But yet,
Yeah, I know.
I come out and shake your hand and say,
I just said I was in speech classes because I was trying to figure my life out. I just said that.
hey, we're going to let bygones be bygones. And for some reason,
I literally just broke down how hard words were for me.
bring me to your real house, and then you wake up one day and the whole house. You mad at me? You tried to crack my windows, my nigga. You never even fixed my windows and repaired them. Oh, I'm lying. I did get a few dollars out of you. You ain't get that out of me. But some spectacles. Letting you on the clubhouse floor and letting you sit in front of a podcast microphone and letting you cut your own throat. And letting you cut your own throat. And letting you cut your own throat.
I thought Porky said he genuinely wanted to help Luce. But now we're finding out he's been holding a grudge this whole time.
Well, that's because R&B keeps sending that nigga coochie pictures.
Ever since Lucy dropped that diss track back in
Coochie, 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 coo!
2021. The one that Porky said was a play. The one he said him and Luce tricked the streets with.
I didn't do it. You did it. I just detected your eagerness for attention. And I played on it. Okay. I may have exploited, I may have assisted you in exploiting yourself, but I didn't give you a script. Hey, I just kind of rolled the dice and I hit my number. You can't be mad at me about your plot and you counter-plotting yourself through your own actions. You cannot be mad at me for knowing how to get all the colors together on the Rubik's Cube. Some of you young...
Wait, Andrew, in this, they say, because I was for sure finna cut this off because I'm bored. In this clip, they say, Wack says that him and Luce Cannon used to sleep together?
Youngsters may not know what I'm talking about. Some people in there may know what I'm talking about. Don't get mad at me because I can make all the yellows, reds, greens. Don't get mad at me. Well, Wack, why didn't you tell me you were
What the hell does coloring books have to do with this? What the fuck does the color wheel have to do with anything?
still upset? Because I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not supposed to tell you that. Well, Wack, why didn't you tell me you were still upset? Because I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not supposed to tell you that.
According to Porky, he's been mad at Luce ever since that diss track dropped. The same diss track Porky admits he told him to make.
All right, man.
Sounds like the...
We about to the next one. This shit is boring. Shout out to my man Scandalous Los Angeles. I got nothing but love for him, but I'm sorry. It's not Scandalous Los Angeles content that's boring. It's Wack that's boring. I got nothing but love for Scandalous Los Angeles, but I cannot continue to listen to this guy. I feel like I want to individually pull out each one of my eyelashes. I'm out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal is red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free Avenue, so it's free.